Hey, guys, what's up? Hope you all are fine. So, let's start with today's video.
When Zarathustra had said this to his heart, he hoisted the corpse onto his back and started on his way, and he had not yet gone 100 paces, when someone sneaked up on him and whispered in his ear, and behold, the one who spoke was the jester from the tower. "Go away from this town, O Zarathustra," he said. "Too many here hate you. The good and the just hate you, and they call you their enemy and despiser. The believers of the true faith hate you, and they call you the danger of the multitude. It was your good fortune that they laughed at you, and really you spoke like a jester. It was your good fortune that you took up with the dead dog. When you lowered yourself like that, you rescued yourself for today. But go away from this town, or tomorrow I shall leap over you, a living man over a dead one." And when he had said this, the man disappeared. But Zarathustra continued his walk through dark lanes. At the town gate he met the gravediggers. They shone their torches in his face, recognized Zarathustra, and sorely ridiculed him. "Zarathustra is lugging away the dead dog. How nice that he's become a gravedigger, for our hands are too pure for this roast. Would Zarathustra steal this morsel from the devil? So be it then, and good luck with your meal. If only the devil were not a better thief than Zarathustra. He'll steal them both, he'll devour them both." And they laughed and huddled together. Zarathustra did not say a word and went on his way. By the time he had walked for 2 hours past woods and swamps, he had heard too much of the hungry howling of wolves, and he grew hungry himself. And so he stopped at a lonely house in which a light was burning. "Hunger falls upon me like a robber," said Zarathustra. "In woods and swamps my hunger falls upon me, and in the deep night my hunger has odd moods. Often it comes to me only after a meal, and today it did not come the whole day. Just where was it?" And so Zarathustra pounded on the door to the house. An old man appeared bearing a light, and he asked, "Who comes to me and to my bad sleep?" "A living man and a dead one," replied Zarathustra. "Give me food and drink. I forgot it during the day. Whoever feeds the hungry quickens his own soul. Thus speaks wisdom." The old man went away but returned promptly and offered Zarathustra bread and wine. "This is a bad region for those who hunger," he said. "That is why I live here. Beast and human being come to me, the hermit. But bid your companion eat and drink. He is wearier than you." Zarathustra replied, "My companion is dead. I would have a hard time persuading him." "That does not concern me," snapped the old man. "Whoever knocks at my house must also take what I offer him. Eat and take care." Thereupon Zarathustra walked again for 2 hours, trusting the path and the light of the stars, for he was a practiced night walker and loved to look in the face of all sleepers. But as dawn grayed, Zarathustra found himself in a deep wood, and no more path was visible to him. Then he laid the dead man into a hollow tree, for he wanted to protect him from the wolves, and he laid himself down head first at the tree, upon the earth and the moss, and soon he fell asleep, weary in body but with a calm soul. Long Zarathustra slept, and not only the dawn passed over his face, but the morning as well. At last, however, he opened his eyes, amazed. Zarathustra looked into the woods and the silence. Amazed, he looked into himself. Then he stood up quickly, like a seafarer who all at once sees land, and he rejoiced, for he saw a new truth. And thus he spoke to his heart. "It dawned on me, I need companions, and living ones, not dead. Companions and corpses that I carry with me wherever I want. Instead, I need living companions who follow me because they want to follow themselves wherever I want." It dawned on me, let Zarathustra speak not to the people, but instead to companions. Zarathustra should not become the shepherd and dog of a herd, to lure many away from the herd. For that I came. The people and herd shall be angry with me. Zarathustra wants to be called a robber by shepherds. Shepherds, I say, but they call themselves the good and the just. Shepherds, I say, but they call themselves the faithful of the true faith. Look at the good and the just. Whom do they hate most? the one who breaks their tablets of values, the breaker, the lawbreaker, but he is the creative one. Look at the faithful of all faiths. Whom do they hate most? The one who breaks their tablets of values, the breaker, the lawbreaker, but he is the creative one. Companions the creative one seeks, and not corpses, nor herds and believers. Fellow creators the creative one seeks, who will write new values on new tablets. Companions the creative one seeks, and fellow harvesters, for to him everything stands ready for harvest. But he lacks the 100 sides, and so he plucks out spikes and is angry. Companions the creative one seeks, and those who know how to whet their sides. They shall be called annihilators and despisers of good and evil, but they are the harvesters and the celebrators. Fellow creators seeks Zarathustra, fellow harvesters and fellow celebrators. Zarathustra seeks, what need does he have of herds and shepherds and corpses? And you, my first companion, take care. I buried you well in your tree. I concealed you well from the wolves. But I am leaving you. The time is up. Between dawn and dawn anew, truth came to me. I shall not be a shepherd, nor a gravedigger. I do not want to even speak again with the people. For the last time have I spoken to a dead person. I shall join the creators, the harvesters, the celebrators. I shall show them the rainbow and all the steps to the overman. I shall sing my song to lonesome and twosome hermits, and for him who still has ears for the unheard of, I shall make his heart heavy with my happiness. I want to go to my goal, and I go my own way. Over the hesitating and dawdling I shall leap. Thus let my going be their going under. Thus Zarathustra had spoken to his heart when the sun stood at noon. Then he gazed at the sky with a questioning look, for above him he heard the sharp cry of a bird. And behold, an eagle cut broad circles through the air, and upon it hung a snake, not as prey but as a friend, for the snake curled itself around the eagle's neck. It is my animals, said Zarathustra, and his heart was delighted. The proudest animal under the sun, and the wisest animal under the sun, they have gone forth to scout. They want to determine whether Zarathustra is still alive. Indeed, am I still alive? I found it more dangerous among human beings than among animals. Zarathustra walks dangerous paths. May my animals guide me. When Zarathustra had said this, he recalled the words of the saint in the woods, sighed and spoke thus to his heart, May I be wiser, may I be wise from the ground up like my snake. But I ask the impossible, and so I ask instead of my pride that it always walk with my wisdom. And if someday my wisdom abandons me, oh, it loves to fly away. May my pride then fly away with my folly. Thus began Zarathustra's going under.
So fine, it's up for today. Thank you very much for watching the video.